Hi, my name is Kiara again, and today we're gonna do something a little more personal. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions that you guys want to know about me, because I feel like you guys know that I like Harry Potter, you guys know that I paint, you guys know that I go to school, you guys know that I'm a girl, but you don't actually know about me, about art, about my school, about my college course, about why I'm not going to art school. If you guys haven't noticed already by now, I'm painting something. This is a commission from someone who lives in LA. So I'm basically painting a mother and a child. It's actually inspired by Gustav Klimt's The Three Ages of a Woman. So if you don't know what that looks like, it looks like this. So of course, since I am procrastinating right now, I'm gonna do the painting while answering some of your questions. First question is, what is your height? I'm like 5'6", I think, yeah. Next question. Are you close with your sisters? Unfortunately, I am. But I still get so many questions on online. They're like, are you sisters with Bianca again? And yeah, I am, guys. But many of you don't know that I actually have another sister, and her name is Aliana. And we have been staying in the same room for approximately my whole life. So I am close with my sister. Favorite natural makeup product? To be honest, I don't really wear makeup unless there's a special event. But favorite makeup products have to just be a pair of good eyebrows, because I don't have those. Do you play any sports? Not really. I like swimming. That's the only sport that I actually do like. What's one thing you wish you were good at? I wish I were good at sports, I guess. I wish I were good at sports or dancing. But if I were to choose one thing that's relevant to me that I wish I were good at, it would probably be math. How did you survive SHS? So if you guys don't know, SHS means senior high school. And how I survived it. Did I? By the way, do you guys like my shirt? It says, I wear this shirt periodically. I love it so much.
Chemistry.
Someone asked, how do you be productive in terms of studying/school stuff? I have this thing where I don't actually think I'm productive unless I finish everything. After I finish one task but I'm not done with everything in my planner, I feel so unproductive. So the way I be productive in school is I have a planner. Then also, there's this amazing app called Forest. Basically in Forest, every time you leave the app, your tree dies. So basically you're planting lots of trees, and every time you leave the app, the tree dies, and I hate it when the tree dies. But yeah, that's how I honestly stayed productive during CET season, because I kept using the app. And if you guys want to see my trees, there are quite many. I'm gonna show you right now how much trees I have. This is not making much of a difference on the painting, so I'm gonna go with the background first. Favorite moments with your best friends? As cliche as it sounds, it's the small things, you guys are just singing, or we're just making breakfast. But my favorite moments with my best friends are every moment, every moment, no matter how bad or worse, because that's what makes them your best friends, because you can do anything with them. So yeah, I know that wasn't a concrete answer, but my favorite moments are all moments. Oh. Okay, so I got a lot of questions asking about advice for someone who's learning how to paint, and for people who want to learn how to paint, or people who doubt their art. So my advice first and foremost for people who want to learn how to paint is to just do it! If you want to learn how to paint, you have to accept that at first you're not gonna be the best at something. Because it's common that when people aren't the best at what they do at first, they just give up within 5 minutes of doing it, and they just think that, oh, I suck at this. But they never actually realize that the people who actually are good at things actually spend the most time honing and developing their talents. Be prepared to not have the best works at first. It doesn't always turn out the way you want it to look, and you have to be ready for that. Paint anything, as long as you practice how to paint, just paint whatever you want to. The thing about a talent or a skill is, if you stop doing it, you find that you will not improve at it. So keep on doing it so you can improve. Advice for artists who doubt their own art. Okay, so this is such a big thing in when you're an artist and then you start scrolling through Instagram. Honestly, what I want to tell you guys is that you're supposed to be your biggest competition. I know this is easier said than done, but instead of being insecure that other people are better than you in art, you should use that and use it as motivation to make yourself better, instead of saying,
oh, I hate myself, my art sucks, her art's so good.
You should say that her art's so good, I want to be there too. I want people to look at me and say, oh, her art's so good, and I want them to use me as an inspiration to make myself and my art better. In relation to another question, if they ask how long have I been painting, I have been painting regularly for 2 years now, but of course I'd paint like sometimes for art class. Where do you get your paint and brushes? So right now I am using this paintbrush. I got it from Shopee. So paintbrushes, I'm not really picky. Like, I will just use any paintbrush that I may come across, but I know there are some good brushes. Winsor & Newton, Daler, Rowney, basically the ones that are really expensive. Those are the good paintbrushes. Look at all, this is all I've done for the past 2. Therefore, I conclude it's not healthy to paint and talk, especially if the painting's for a client. So I think I'll just put this aside for a while. Okay, how do you find your own art style? Okay, so I don't actually believe in a one specific art style, because for me, art is always evolving, art's always changing. Art style that I have is messy, so I don't like painting clean lines. I don't really like painting something that I can't blend, because I feel like it's such a bore. But I feel like I don't have enough creative expression when it comes to things that are very strict and within the boundaries. Your dresses are amazing, thank you. Do you have any plans for more like new designs? As of the moment, no, actually, because I'm starting university, so I won't actually have that much time to paint dresses and stuff and do commissions, so really sorry about that, but I hope that they can open up again soon. Got lots of questions on where do I get my inspiration for art, what inspires me the most. Where do I get my inspiration for my paintings? I get my inspiration from my paintings from everything. Harry Potter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Behance, basically everything. I don't have a specific place where I get my inspiration. If I want to draw something, then I'll draw it. Okay, let's move on to college-related questions. I got so much questions asking why I chose Ateneo. Like, I got so much. No, I chose Ateneo. Why I didn't choose UP, why I chose Ateneo even though I passed UP. This is also related to why I'm not going to art school. This part of the video is answering the 3 most asked questions. Why am I not going to art school? Why I chose Ateneo? And what is my course? So my answer to that is I didn't choose UP because it's a course there would be fine arts, and in Ateneo, my course would be Management Information Systems, which is related to computer science, IT, stuff like that. So I went to the open house of Ateneo and I listened to their talk, and it was basically a combination of management, IT, and multimedia. I really liked the idea of learning computers on this, as well as developing my skills in art. Personally, it's not practical. I know like many of you are watching, like especially like people who aren't from the Philippines are watching, they're like, no, but you have like a big following and stuff like that. But for me, growing up in an Asian household, it's less practical to do art here in the Philippines. Even though creative industries are booming, it's less practical for me, and that's just my personal opinion. So if you're from the Philippines and you want to do art, then go you, good for you. But for me personally, I love both art and science, if you can't tell by now. Oh my god, look! Art and science!
Yay!
Honestly, before I even got started on painting, my first choice of course was IT ever since I was grade 7. So I want to develop my skills both in art and in computer studies. At Ateneo, everything fell into place. But in UP, there were so much complications with trying to get into the art course. You had to take a talent test, and if you didn't pass like Bachelor of Fine Arts as your first choice in the UPCAT, then you'd have to take a talent test, and then you'd have to take 3 years of a pre-certificate course, and then after that you'd have to take 4 years of a bachelor's degree, which I just found like I'm not studying 7 years for fine arts, and I know it's probably for some people, but it just wasn't for me. I honestly genuinely am so interested in learning computers and arts and programming and multimedia, and I think everything just fell into place in this course in Ateneo. I had to make like a whole list of pros and cons. Basically, the only con for me picking Ateneo was the tuition fee. So after talking it over, I finally decided that the course that I wanted was Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems. So that's basically why I didn't choose art school. I need to have a stable degree before I can pursue art. Some of you may think it's like, oh, that's a waste of time, but I want to learn as much as I can in something not related to art. And then after that, I want to continue masters in like multimedia or something, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. But yeah, that's the plan. And the future job I want to work for Google or Instagram or some creative industry. But yeah, that has always been my dream. I've always wanted to work in Google as a creative like director or like as a programmer. So that is basically why I chose Ateneo over UP. Next up, lighter topics. My favorite genre of music is either indie or like 80s, 50s, the Beatles. What do you enjoy doing most in your free time? I enjoy scrolling through Tumblr, looking at the Harry Potter tag, listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks, watching videos related to Harry Potter. You guys would think that in my free time I like drawing or painting, but no. Well, favorite books aside from the Harry Potter series? Percy Jackson. Rank best to worst Harry Potter books. Sis is asking the real questions. Thank you for asking me this. So hard to choose because I love all the books. The worst book for me would probably be the last one. Not because it's bad, it's because it just makes me sad. 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2, 7. That is my opinion as of the moment. Which is your favorite Harry Potter? Third movie. Favorite songs to listen to while painting? I don't listen to songs while painting, I listen to audiobooks. But if I do listen to a song while painting, it's usually a Beatles or Harry Potter playlist. Favorite Broadway? Oh yeah! Favorite Broadway musicals and songs. Yeah, I do listen to Broadway songs and musicals while painting. So I love listening to Disney, obviously, and musical songs. I recently just watched Ang Huling El Bimbo, and it's so good. So all the songs have been stuck in my head. Broadway, favorite Les Mis, Phantom, Wicked, Waitress. Yeah. Last part of this Q&A. Random questions. Do a video with Bianca. Bianca Gan asks. No. My blockmate asks, Chuga up or Chuga down? This is like a joke in Ateneo, so I would say
Chuga down.
Cinta or Cinta? Next question. Why bipedal crocodiles? Oh, if you guys don't know, my Instagram bio for the longest time is I like fighting rapid bipedal crocodiles on top of a speeding bus. And here's finally an explanation for it. Because I used to be so addicted to Callan McAuliffe from Flipped, and that was his bio, or he tweeted something like that before. And then I just copied it, and then it stuck with me. It just made me laugh so much at the time. So that's why I love that bio. How much do you love me? Next question. Are you and LJ still together? Yes. Do you love Maddie Palma? No, just kidding. Yes. Is success, according to Thomas Edison, 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration, or vice versa? I searched this code up, and I'm pretty sure Sergey that it was 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. So your code
is wrong.
Who's softer, Snoopy or Lychee? Softer, like softer as in like soft, or like soft? Lychee is softer because she's smaller. Snoopy is soft when he loves you, but if he doesn't love you, then he'll just ignore you. Why is SpongeBob a square when both his parents are round? Thank you for asking this question. Can this be your last question? Yes, it can. Isa Sanchez. So that is basically it for this Q&A. I know I literally did virtually nothing with this painting, which I will continue in a while, after this video. But thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. I hope I answered some of the most pressing questions you guys wanted to know about me. If you like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. But if you don't want to, it's okay. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!